right, and welcome to the Mid-Fairfield Nation 2010. We're going to get started here in just a moment. Sunday morning, and Mid-Fairfield 2010 will be facing off against the Yale 2010 age group team. And we're at Stanford Twin Rinks here in lovely downtown Stamford, Connecticut. And just a couple of quick notes. In the pipes today for Mid-Fairfield will be Chris Faich. Yesterday, Joe Violante got the start and got the 3-1 win against CJR's top team, Connecticut Junior Rangers. And this weekend in particular, you notice that we're playing teams that we don't normally play. That's all right, but we're playing all Connecticut-based teams so that at the end of the year, they have the chance to go on to the New Englands and then finally to the national championship games. And just a couple other quick notes. So Owen Hanna, who was a former Yale Bulldog, is now on Mid-Fairfield. So he'll be facing his old team. And I know that a lot of the boys have great familiarity with many of these kids on Yale. They grew up playing youth hockey with a lot of them. And so it should be a pretty spirited game. I know Yale always comes ready to play against Mid-Fairfield. And so it looks to start, Owen Hanna will get the start against his old team. We've got Lucas Ruff out there and Braden Heckel, Klingenstein and Zoo out. Win by Yale, and immediately push the pace, throws the puck behind Faich. And just remember, that's the end board that you get those weird bounces. Shot onto Faich, it's patted off to the side. Klingenstein hits the brakes, throws it over to Zoo. Zoo mishandles it. Luckily, Klingenstein's there. Klingenstein across center ice, gains the zone, toe drags, and Yale recovers the puck and looks to push the pace. But Heckel is there. Klingenstein and Heckel, shot, deflected off. Oh, beautiful save by the Yale goalkeeper. Klingenstein threw a shot up on net, and Heckel there with the rebound threw up another shot, but Yale goalie flashing the leather stops play here at 14:23. So Mid-Fairfield with a first scoring chance of the day. Win by Mid-Fairfield, back to Shores, dumped into the corner. Yale dumps to the opposite side of the ice, throws it out. Bounces off of O'Neill, and O'Neill's gonna get called here for the trip. So immediately, first minute of play, Mid-Fairfield's gonna go on the penalty kill. Sawyer O'Neill called for the trip at center ice. And so the first penalty killers are out there. Beck, Ludke, Schwarz, and Malefis are out there. And Mid-Fairfield just throws at the length of the ice for the icing call. And we'll restart it here again. So Beck at the center, win by Yale. They look to get set up at their blue line. Out to the slot. Shot off of Faich, off into the corner. Beck has it. Oh, and he looked like he was going to try to get it out, was unable to do so. Schwarz luckily was there to collect the errant pass. Behind Faich. Mid-Fairfield just trying to gain control. Schwarz is able to lift it out high up into the air, and Yale regroups at their own blue line. Puck behind Faich. Mid-Fairfield back up with it. Chips it high up into the air, or up to the air. Here comes Mid-Fairfield, who's hauled down to the ice. Big hit by Mid-Fairfield, but now they're going to come the other way as Yale. There's going to be a penalty on Mid-Fairfield. And so Mid-Fairfield's going to go on a 5-on-3 here. Yale's going to go on a 5-on-3. Ludke now heads to the sin bin for a minute and a half. So Mid-Fairfield digging itself a hole early on against Yale. You've got Scranton out there with Yoon. And Klingenstein. Win by Yale. They get set up, but scoots by both the defensemen on Yale all the way back to their goalkeeper, who fields it. Mid-Fairfield trying to press things right away, and Scranton's there with a good forecheck. Scranton up in front, and a save by the Yale goalkeeper. And Scranton throws it out to Klingenstein with a shot, misses the net. So the first penalty's expired, so Yale's on a 5-on-4, into the slot, and it beats Feach over the shoulders, so Yale cashes in. Yale making Mid-Fairfield pay for both the penalties here. And Yale up early on Mid-Fairfield, 1-0. Wait, the refs are talking about it. Is that?
I don't know. I don't think they saw enough to say no, but it didn't go. It might be on video.
All right, I guess they did call it a goal. It did look like it went in, so they are calling it a goal. So the puck is driven behind, and there's going to be an icing.
Replay on?
It is fun. There is, but it's so hard to use.
Okay.
So Correa at the center position. He's got Johnston off his left shoulder. Johnston contests right into the corner. Scranton now with a nice job stealing the puck on the side in front, still loose. The ref calls it dead, even though the puck looked like it was moving around in the crease. So Hanna at the center position, he's got Heckel off his left shoulder. Win by Yale, dumps it behind their own goalkeeper. Ruff gives chase along with O'Neill along the boards, and here comes Yale back up with the puck again. Yale player falls down. Puck out to Ruff. Tries to get it to Hanna, overskates it a little bit. Yoon taps back. Yale just looking to get the puck settled down. O'Neill finally able to do so. Leaves it for Heckel. Heckel into the zone. Shot! Unable to hit the net. The puck whistles around. Yoon now trying to collect the errant pass. Dumps it behind Feach. O'Neill gives chase. And Mid-Fairfield's content to throw it into the neutral zone. Yale settles the puck down. Puck turned over. Here's Yoon with the steal. Unable to control it completely. Now Ludke up with it, falls down for a moment behind the Yale net. Now out in front is Yoon, gets it to Ludke. Yoon now up with the puck. Beck now up with it, throws it out to Klingenstein. Klingenstein with a move, tries to get by the winger. He's hooked out in front, but only Yale players are there. Klingenstein tries to pinch in and does, gets it to Beck out in front. Yoon now gets it to Ludke. Puck pinned along the corner, still out in front is Yoon, who tries to turn around, unable to get a shot. So they're gonna have a scoring chance here on Faich. A nice play by mid-Fairfield. I think it was Malefis to back check. Must have gotten a stick lift on the Yale winger, and the puck dribbles harmlessly towards Faich, who's able to cover it up. 9:58 left. So Correa at the center position. He's got Scranton out there with him. Looks like Vartanian, or no, sorry, Johnston, Zoo and O'Neill. And Correa's gonna get, oh, they're gonna call Correa for lack of a net guard, so he's gonna have to go off. And Vartanian's gonna come out. So turnover in the neutral zone to the side of Faich, and Yale's gonna have a chance here. Shot into the stomach of Faich. So Yale getting to all these 50-50 pucks, giving them scoring opportunity one after another. 9:44 left, mid-Fairfield down 1-0. Hannah back at the center position. He's got Ruff out there with him. So win by mid-Fairfield. Yoon throws it out to Heckel. Here comes mid-Fairfield. Hannah's got a step. Hannah's got Ruff in front. Oh, just unable to connect to Ruff. Ruff gets it out to Schwarz. Tries to throw in for a tip-in. Yoon now pinches up, throws it into the corner, but only Yale players are there. Nice play by Ruff to deny the pass. Lucas Ruff working the boards hard there. And the puck's thrown out. And the puck goes into the mid-Fairfield bench. So Yale flying around here. 9:10 left in the first period. So Malefis at center. It's fielded by Zoo after going up in the air. Ludke now circles back. He's harassed by Kelly over to Klingenstein. And the puck's turned over in the neutral zone. Saved by Faich. So with the glove, Yale forcing the issue into the mid-Fairfield zone. Gets a quality scoring chance on Faich, who's able to pull it down with the glove. 8:46 left in the first period. So far, it's been all Yale. Correa is back, but a win by Yale. Puck goes behind Faich to the side. Out to the defenseman, Wirtz. Nice move. Dumps it in behind Faich again. Just fighting for possession along the glass, both teams. Back and forth the turnovers go. Finally, Schwarz goes behind Faich to collect the puck. Has a little bit of skating room. Tries to get it over to Scranton. Scranton out in front and over the shoulder of the Yale goalkeeper. Kai Scranton draws mid-Fairfield to a tie now in the first period, 1-1. So at 8:09 in the first period, Kai Scranton first on the board for mid-Fairfield. So we'll run with Hannah, Ruff, and Heckel up front, with Yoon and Klingenstein back on D. Win by mid-Fairfield. Back to Yoon. Yoon circles around over to Klingenstein, over to Hannah, over to Heckel, who dumps in the zone. Ruff gives chase. Nice pass by Ruff to Hannah, behind the back pass. Klingenstein now with a shot that is gloved. So lately you've seen Lucas Ruff just be on fire out on the ice, seeing the player that he was up in Canada for the Hill School. Just sees the ice tremendously well. Out to Klingenstein, makes a move on the winger, tries to shoot.
Thank you.
just battle along the blue line. Here's Hannah up with it. Hits the brakes. Tries to throw it out to his defenseman. The puck goes bounding up in the air. Yoon taps back into the corner. Oh, nice play by Klingenstein. Ref got in the way. Now here's Heckel. Heckel now hits the brakes, falls down, throws it into the corner. Nearly a breakout opportunity for Yale. Mid-Fairfield's got to hustle back, but Yoon made a nice play. Puck thrown in on Feich. Klingenstein looks up ice and loses control, and there's Yale again. Just Mid-Fairfield getting a little careless with some of their passes in their own zone, creating opportunities for Yale. Lukey now up with the puck behind the Yale goalkeeper, circling. Leaves it for O'Neill, shot off the pads. Lukey back up with it, leaves it for Zhu. And now Lukey's forced to retreat. Hits the brakes, leaves it for Zhu. Long pass, unable to connect to Beck. And that's going to be an icing. And 5:58 left in the first period. We're all knotted up here, one apiece.
The sticks are made to break. They're not made to lose anything else.
So Correa back at center. Looks like he's got Scranton out there and Johnston up front. Johnston retreats over into the corner with O'Neill. Still battling. Here comes Johnston up with it. Throws it into the center. Zhu's there, who tries to feed Johnston. A little bit long, but Johnston gets there first. Leaves it for Scranton, who circles around. Shot off of one of the Yale defensemen up in front. Stolen by Scranton, who dumps it back into the corner. Puck thrown back into the corner. Johnston with it. Loses the handle. Correa there, behind the Yale goalkeeper. Puck whistles around. Shore's unable to contain it into the zone. Leaves it for Heckel, who dumps it into the Yale zone. Correa's there. Correa now with a shot. Saved by the Yale goalkeeper. Puck's loose, still out in front. Goes out to Heckel, out to Schwartz, who winds up. Tips off a couple of sticks, but behind the Yale goalkeeper. Puck goes all the way end to end. And Yale looks to break it out. Out in front, nobody there but Heckel. He looks to settle the puck down. Heckel with some skating room, cross center ice, dumps it in. Mid-Fairfield gives chase. Ruff gets there first. Taps it into the corner to Hannah. Out in front! Ruff was there! Lucas Ruff. Almost with a tap-in opportunity, but the Yale goalkeeper comes up big here to deny Mid-Fairfield at 4:08 left in the first period. So Lucas Ruff, again, being active offensively for Mid-Fairfield. Win by Mid-Fairfield, out to Yoon, shot! Unable to hit the net. Yoon taps it back in again, but Yale's there to collect. Across their own blue line. Taps it in, gives chase. Yale in control of the puck. Blocked by Heckel. And here comes Mid-Fairfield. Ruff's trying to feed Heckel, but unable to get a puck there in time. Heckel drops it back for Ruff, but turned over. And here comes Yale. Yoon racing back. So they looked like they had a scoring chance there, but Mid-Fairfield races back to deny the pass. Still to the side of Feach. And so the ref's going to call it dead there. 3:12 left in the first period. We're all tied up, one apiece. Keeper again. Puck turned over. Schwarz here waits for players to get on side, throws it to Correa. Correa doing a great job on the forecheck. And Yale dumps it in behind Feach. Out into the slot. Oh no, and it hit off the post. So Yale with a tremendous shot. Mid-Fairfield got a little lucky there. But all their players are deep. Out into the slot. Feach with a blocker save. And Mid-Fairfield fortunate enough to throw it out, and there's going to be an icing with 1:27 left in the period, 9 seconds left in the penalty. So Mid-Fairfield dodges a bullet right there. Looked like it hit the crossbar and a post and stayed out of the net. So Chris Feach kisses the crossbar and says thank you. Johnston at the face-off. Win by Mid-Fairfield over to Zoo. Tries to feather it to Heckel, does. Heckel cross ice to Johnston. Mid-Fairfield's got a scoring chance. Shot out in front. Nice shot by Johnston. Missing the open net by about a quarter of an inch, it seemed like. Johnston with another shot, out loose out in front. Mid-Fairfield digging. And there's a little bit of a tussle in front. Refs separate the players.
Heck of a release. Pure hockey yesterday. New height rule.
That's the difference.
Sorry about that, folks.
Really well for the first couple of days.
So 1:06 left in the first period. Mid-Fairfield killed off the penalty and now is down in the Yale zone. Hannah at the face-off circle. Win by Yale. But turned over to Ruff. Lucas Ruff with a shot that hits off the blocker of the Yale goalkeeper. So Ruff and Johnston both missing shots by mere inches.
He broke it yesterday right at the top. Right there.
So Mid-Fairfield, plenty of scoring chances here, but the Yale goalkeeper up to the task so far. So win by Scranton, leaves it for Heckel. Heckel now over to Hannah, out in front of Scranton. It got a good shot, deflects off a couple of players. Scranton leaves it for Heckel. Shot, misses the net. Scranton again looks to reload. Battle along the boards, a couple of Yale players in Scranton. Scranton up with it, cross ice to Malafis, shots. And the Yale goalkeeper is able to absorb it into his stomach. 31 seconds left to play in the first period. So coach will look to reload. A little different lineup out here. He's got Hannah, Scranton, Ruff, Heckel, and Malafis out here. So win by Mid-Fairfield. Heckel gives it to Malafis. Over to Scranton. Oh, he had Hannah wide open. Yale, I believe, got a stick on it. So Mid-Fairfield hunting a goal here. Heckel now along the blue line into the slot. Yale doing a good job keeping their sticks down. Out in front. Shot by Malafis, hits a couple of players, and that's the end of the first period. We're all tied up, one apiece.
I had one little note about checking the network connection, but then it disappeared.
Okay. Oh, you know why? Because I left the freaking ring. Dummy. Here. I'm trying to get him to turn the lights on. I'll leave that there.
Oh, it's hotspot.
Because I left.
It's like, that was weird.
I didn't even think of that.
Chances to
didn't finish. Oh, he left. Is he running still?
Yeah, I believe so. We're back on?
I never turn it off. Do you think we...
Okay.
Which one? This one?
No, to the right. Yeah, it's all on. Okay. All right, and welcome back, folks, for the second period. So we've got Malefus out at center with Beck and Ludke. Win by mid-Fairfield. Malefus tries to swing at the puck, gets it loose for a second. Behind the Yale goalkeeper out in front. Schwarz now up with it. Tried to get it over to Beck, unable to do so, and Yale's got the puck. Dumps it into the mid-Fairfield zone. Schwarz gives chase. Behind Faich, and Ludke goes to retrieve. It's tied up immediately by a Yale player. Oh, they're trying to feather it over to Beck. Now Beck with a breakaway opportunity. Beck out front. And the puck is loose. The goalie didn't know where it was, but he manages to pin it under his pads here to stop play. So mid-Fairfield with a golden scoring chance at 14-20. Beck tried to thread it through the 5-hole of the Yale goalie, but the Yale goalie was able to secure the puck. 14-20 left in the second period. Win by Correa, but Yale wins it, and now they're going to come out. Luckily, Klingenstein able to get there first. Long pass, doesn't connect. And a big hit by Klingenstein, stolen by mid-Fairfield, stolen again by Yale, and that should have been an offside, but no call. Klingenstein now leaves the puck. Scranton up with it, threads the needle, skates by a few players. Scranton with a full head of steam, shot, and it's off of one of the Yale sticks into the corner. So the puck goes out to Klingenstein, but Yale gets there first. Scranton hits the brakes, reverses course, throws the puck out to Johnston, who looked like he had the edge. Yale just throws it out, and that should be an icing. 13-15, lots of up and down action so far in the second period. Mid-Fairfield with a breakaway opportunity, but the Yale goalkeeper coming up large to keep the puck out. So win by Hanna, throws it out to Heckel, out to O'Neill, shot. O'Neill collects his own shot, leaves it for Zoo. Shot, one of the Yale players had fallen down, it hit him. Back out to Zoo. Zoo over to Ruff. And it's gloved by the Yale goalkeeper to stop play here. 12:53 left. So Hanna at the face-off position. He's got Heckel right behind him. Heckel now leaves it for O'Neill, who taps back into the corner. Heckel now behind the net, leaves it out for Zoo, throws it back in. Puck takes an odd angle behind the goalkeeper, that corner, always does. O'Neill is able to tap it back in, and Heckel gives chase once again. Battle along the boards. Heckel with Ruff. Ruff comes up with it. Out in front. Oh, he had a mid-Fairfield player there. O'Neill unable to get a quality shot on, and Yale just throws it the length of the ice. No icing. Zoo collects. Out in front. Yale with the steal. Still, every puck is battled for. Finally, mid-Fairfield able to get it out. Ruff now back up to the puck, unable to get it. A race to the puck. Nice play by Lucas Ruff with the steal. Gets it to Heckel. Heckel one against 4 players, unable to do much with it. Mid-Fairfield in a shift change, they're gonna have to hustle here, but Yale's content to just dump it in behind Fage. Zoo now up with the puck. Oh, it's stolen. Tried to thread the needle to Heckel. Gets it to Malefus, loses the handle at the blue line. And again, Yale was gonna have a breakaway opportunity. Fortunate pass was a little long, right out in front by Feach, swept away by mid-Fairfield, and here comes Malefus with a full head of steam. Tries to split the Yale players, unable to do so. And the ref's gonna blow it dead there. So at 10:31, still tied up here, 1 apiece. Malefus at the center position. He's got Vartanian out there with Ludke. Schwarz and Yoon out on D. Win by mid-Fairfield. Schwarz now up with it, gains the zone. Tries to get it to Malefus out in front, unable to get a stick on it. There's Vartanian though. Throws it out to Yoon. Yoon winds up, shot! It's off the goalie. Dump back into the corner with Malefus and Vartanian, but Yale comes up with it. Vartanian harassing the Yale player. Now Malefus, Yoon pitches in. Yoon with a big hit. Ludke now up with it, thrown down to the ice and hammered into the boards. Now Ludke up with it, goes into the slot. Ludke pitches in, out in front, unable to get the shot on. And Yoon's gonna have to fly here. Oh, out in front of Feach! And a save by Chris Feach, who comes up large here after the Yale player had gotten by Yoon. He's able to do a backhand, but Feach in a position to push the puck away and keeps us the score here tied 1 apiece. 9:29 left in the second period. So Correa at the center position. Klingenstein up with the puck. Hits the brakes, reverses course. Throws it back again. Beck there. Contested immediately by Yale. Loose out in front. Yale steals it into the slot. Klingenstein is able to float it out. He's got Scranton there. Now Johnston into the zone. Back to Scranton. Scranton's shot loose out in front. And the ref, which inexplicably blew the play dead, even though the puck was bounding right in front of the Yale goalie. And I think he skates over to the mid-Fairfield bench and says, "My bad, I'm sorry." There's nothing you can do about that. So Hannah with the win, puck bounding, Ruff throws it back into the corner. Heckel now gives chase. Puck along the boards, goes back into the other Yale corner. Yale looks to break out, but Ruff with a steal gives it to Hannah, who tips it over to Heckel, who throws it back into the Yale zone. Hannah flying around there, looking for a scoring chance against his old team. But Yale breaks it out. Heckel now with a nice defensive play to steal the puck and throw it back into the mid-Fairfield zone. O'Neill retreats, throws it back over to Hannah. Hannah tries to get it to Ruff. He does, he gets it back to Hannah. Hannah's got around one defenseman and up into the netting. So at 8-11, a lot of up and down action here. Both teams with plenty of scoring opportunities. But so far the goalies standing large on both teams. So win by Yale, but stolen by Ludke, but turned back over. Schwarz gives chase, collects the puck, over to Yoon. Yoon surveys, gets it back to Ludke. Ludke dumps into the Yale zone. Beck now flies over into the corner. Malefis now up with it. Malefis threads the needle. Shot off the post. Yoon now up with it. Taps it over to Beck, who throws it back into the Yale zone. Ludke gives chase. Over to Beck, out in front. And the Yale goalie covers up at 7:30 left in the second period. So Correa and Scranton will be out there with Johnston. Zoo and Klingenstein out on D. So win by Mid-Fairfield, thrown back to Zoo. Gets it over to Klingenstein, who's unable to handle it cleanly, so there's going to be an offside on Mid-Fairfield. So Correa again at the center. So win by Correa over to Zoo. Gets it to Scranton. Gets by a couple of Yale players. Scranton looking up front. Scranton circles around into the slot. Leaves it for Zoo. Over to Klingenstein. Klingenstein winds up. Oh, it looks like he had Scranton there for a second, and the puck's thrown the length of the ice. And that should be an icing at 7 minutes even.
Quick change.
So coach will go for some fresh legs there. He's got Hannah out there with Heckel over his shoulder and Ruff. O'Neill and Schwarz. Win by Yale. It's thrown over. Schwarz pinches in, keeps the puck into the corner, but only Yale players are there. Puck turned over. Hannah tried to get it to Heckel, and Ruff falls down. Long pass. Stolen by Mid-Fairfield, and here comes Hannah across center ice with a full head of steam. Hannah hits the brakes, cross ice to Schwarz, out in front, and I believe Lucas Ruff with the tap-in. So fantastic puck movement from Mid-Fairfield. And it is, so Lucas Ruff with the assist from Jack Schwarz. So nice to see Lucas get rewarded with a goal like that. Ruff, for the last 3 or 4 games, has been on fire. Just with the tremendous effort and play he's seen out of Ruff. So Malefis at the center position. He's got Lukey and Beck up there with Klingenstein and Yoon back on D. Win by Yale. Jones retreats with the puck. Tries to slide it over. Puck thrown out of the zone. Ludke recovers it, but now he's harassed by a couple of Yale players. He's got to pass that puck out of the zone and finally turned over at the neutral zone. Malefis gives chase. Yale breaks the forecheck easily and into the Mid-Fairfield zone. Klingenstein gets it over to Ludke. Ludke throws it out to Klingenstein. Klingenstein winds up, tipped off a couple of players. Is Beck unable to get a clean shot on, but Ludke back up with the puck. Cross ice, gets it over to Yoon. Yoon leaves it for Beck. Over to Malefis. Shot off the goalie's pads. Puck lifted high up into the air, and Yoon retreats. Long pass. He's got Malefus there, and Beck over to Lutke. Shot. Doesn't make the net. Still loose behind the net. Goalie's lost his stick. Back and forth they go. Turnovers come and go. Malefus with a shot off the goalie's pad. Oh, we had Scranton there for a second. Thought he was going to get the rebound. Beck now back up with it. Skates along the boards. And he's pinned by 3 Yale players. But Correa comes out with it. Shot off the goalie's blocker. Puck kept in by Yoon. Shot and sticked aside by the Yale goalkeeper. Scranton now into the slot. Scranton gets by 1 player, hits the brakes, looks for Yoon, bounding puck. Yoon back to Scranton. Out in front, Correa over to Scranton. Zoo now tries to handle it over to Correa. Correa turns it over in the corner. Loose out in front! Nice save by the Yale goalkeeper. Keep the puck out of the net. 3:54 left. So Mid-Fairfield right now hunting a goal. They've got Correa out at the center position with Johnston and Scranton. Win by Mid-Fairfield. Johnston up with it. Nice move. Scranton now up with it. Leaves it for Johnston. Scranton calling for the puck. Johnston skates by him, leaves it for Zoo. Back to Scranton, unable to get full stick on it, but Correa there. Oh, out in front! The Yale goalkeeper with another nice play to keep Scranton off the board. Puck back out to Scranton, over to O'Neill, who winds up, shot! And it's right into the stomach of the Yale goalkeeper. So right now, Mid-Fairfield peppering the Yale goalkeeper with shots, but unable to put one past him. 3:19 left in the second period. So Hanna, the center, he's got Heckel off his right shoulder. Vartanian's out there with Ruff and Schwarz. Win by Mid-Fairfield, back to Heckel. Heckel slides it over to Schwarz, who winds up, shoots. Can't hit the net. Here comes Vartanian back up with it. Vartanian surveys, leaves it for Hanna. Hanna over to Schwarz, who shoots again. Sticked aside by the Yale goalkeeper. Ruff now with it, but he's pinned up into the boards. And the puck, so that's the Zamboni door that we keep talking about. The puck will actually slide under the door. And that's what you saw right there to stop play at 2:56 left. Sorry about that, folks. I forgot my water again. Puck goes to the opposite end. Yale looks to break it out. Long pass. It's tapped in. Yale gives chase. Behind Faich. Ruff now up with it. Over to Vartanian. He's got leaves it for Hanna. Hanna gets by 1 defenseman. Puck loose out in front. Yale just sweeps it away, but nice play by Schwarz to keep it in, but it goes right to a Yale player. Schwarz keeps it in again. Mid-Fairfield just looking to get some free ice here. Heckel now up. Heckel leaves the shot there. Vartanian turns around, leaves it for Hanna. So Hanna up with it, over to Heckel. Heckel by the winger, leaves it out in front, tries to get it to Ruff, unable to do so. But Hanna keeps it in again, over to Heckel, shot! Another save by the Yale goalkeeper. Schwarz peaches in, but Malefus up there leaves it for Heckel. Off of Vartanian, the puck's still loose. Vartanian trying to get to a knee. There's a penalty on Yale. So Mid-Fairfield gets set up here. Lutke with a shot. It goes off the stomach of the goalkeeper. Yale was able to secure it. So 1:38 left in the second period. Mid-Fairfield's going to go on the power play here. Mid-Fairfield for the last 3 or 4 minutes just absolutely hunting goals, but the Yale goalkeeper with some outstanding play keep Mid-Fairfield off the board. So Scranton at the face-off position. Puck is still loose. Finally, Scranton comes up with it. Cross-ice pass, unable to be handled cleanly and out of the zone. Goes Hannah. Hannah back to Heckel. Heckel surveys. Goes by one player, sets up shop. Hannah reverses course over to Scranton. Scranton pinches in. Unable to get a clean shot, and Yale's able to throw it out. Malefus now back up with it. Leaves it for Scranton. Scranton across center ice. Drops it for Hannah. Over to Heckel. Heckel with a shot off a Yale player. Ludke now up with it. Throws it out for Malefus. Malefus surveys over to Heckel. Heckel at the top of the key. Yale doing a great job keeping Mid-Fairfield out. Malefus now pinches in. Shot off a Yale player.
20 seconds, 20.
Scranton now back up with the puck again. Scranton gets by one player behind the net. Oh, he tried to connect. And that's just about going to kill the power play for Mid-Fairfield. 3 seconds left. Malefus now enters the zone. Malefus with a shot off the goalie's pads. Cross ice to Heckel's shot. And that'll be it, folks. So at the end of 2, Mid-Fairfield up 2-1 over Yale, but some outstanding goalie play by the Yale goalkeeper and by the Mid-Fairfield goalie to keep this a 2-1 game. So we'll take a short break, and then we'll bring you the third period.
All right, I'm gonna keep it.
Don't go. Oh, whose hotspot we got?
His. Yeah, that's
I think
his.
I caught myself watching once without the Kim. Not on my so many chances.
I know.
Like one day they open up like that pistol game, they actually go in, score 10.
I know.
It's like 40 shots in it. Everything but the back end.
Well, the key is we got to move the puck. Like when we move the puck, like on that second goal, we.
Yeah. There's a lot of great.
We're still on.
Singular plays. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. All right, sorry about that, folks. You hear the unauthorized analysis of the game, color commentary. But so we're going to bring you the third period. We've got Scranton and Johnston out there. Win by Correa over to Schwarz, over to Yoon. Back to Correa, who tries to chip it in. The Yale player makes a nice play to keep it in. Oh, he tried to saucer it over to the Yale player, unable to get a shot on net. And there's going to be an offside on Yale here. So 14:33 left in the third period. Mid-Fairfield up 2-1 over Yale. So Malefus at center with Ludke and Beck. Win by Mid-Fairfield. Klingenstein circles around with the puck. Tries to get it up to Beck, but misfires. And so there's going to be an icing here on Mid-Fairfield. So Malefus at the center position again. Coach will run with the same group here. So win by Yale, but doesn't hit any of the defensemen, so they're forced to retreat. And then they just throw the puck out. It's for another icing. So Malefus at the face-off. Win by Mid-Fairfield out to Klingenstein, who taps it back in, unable to get it cleanly to his teammate. Battle along the boards. Klingenstein uses his stick. Still battle. Here's Malefus up with it. He's got Beck with him. Waits a second for the Yale player to fall down, come up, loose out in front. But Yale recovers the puck. Turned over, back to Beck. Poke check by Yale. Zoo collects, leaves it for Ludke. Out of the Yale zone, over to Klingenstein. Klingenstein comes in. Oh, tries to set up Beck, but now here comes Yale. They're gonna have nice back check by Mid-Fairfield to prevent a breakaway. Rolling puck though, still loose. Stolen by Yale. Blocked by Mid-Fairfield, but Yale now trying to connect. A lot of those 50-50 pucks Yale's getting to. So I thought that was going to get called off, but it's going to be an icing on Mid-Fairfield. So Hanna at the center position, he's got he's got Heckel out there with him. And Ruff, Yoon and Schwarz on D. So it was a water bottle on the ice. Must have fallen. It had fallen off the Yale bench, so they had to blow the whistle, play dead. So we'll restart it here. Win by Yale. Yale dumps it into the Mid-Fairfield corner. Schwarz gives chase. Yale forcing the issue well here, but turns it over. Here comes Ruff, who races down the glass, gets it to Heckel. Heckel now looking for Ruff. Shot off the side of the net. Ruff squirms his way behind the Yale goalkeeper. Tries to get it to Heckel, does. Gets it out to Hanna. Hanna now circles around. Puck turned over. Yoon able to keep in. But Yale breaks it out. Turned it over. Schwarz with a nice play after turning the puck over. Schwarz with some skating room, gets it to Heckel, turns it over in the neutral zone, forced back into the Mid-Fairfield zone. Yale goes for a shift change. Yoon now up with it, gets it to Ruff, who tips it in. Back into the Yale zone, 11:45 left. The Yale goalkeeper plays it. Puck turned over. Heckel now. Correa there to pick up the puck, throw it into the Yale corner. Puck still loose, battling for possession in the corners. Reese Johnson, who overskates it. Johnson trying to get it out to Klingenstein. Scranton gets it to Correa. Correa with a backhand, unable to get a full stick. Puck is loose out in front, out to Klingenstein. Shot, hits one of the Mid-Fairfield players, and they're down. Scranton is down. And Yale comes back the other direction, throws it into the corner. Faich fields it, and wisely throws it up out of the zone.
He's gonna score now.
And here comes Johnston. Johnston gets around, circles behind the net, hits the brakes. So both teams playing with fire in the neutral zone. Zeus skates in, shot off the goalkeeper. Oh, another shot by mid-Fairfield out to Klingenstein. Big shot! It's deflected off of one of the players. Mid-Fairfield back up with the puck, turns it over. Still battling for possession in the corner. Yale comes out with it, throws it to the other corner, but Klingenstein able to secure the puck. Leaves it out front. Had Scranton there for a second, but just off the wrong hand. Oh, and Yale's gonna have a breakaway. Feach comes out. Saved by Feach off the pad. Mid-Fairfield ships it out. Scranton now with the puck. Scranton splits the defenseman off the goalie's stick. And here comes Yale now into the neutral zone. Lukey with the stick to deny the puck. Now Malefis up with the puck. No one knew where it was. Loses the handle though and goes over into the corner. 9:16 left to play. Beck with the puck. Beck who was slashed but no call. Beck trying to get it out front to Lukey. Out in front, puck's loose.
Help below.
So mid-Fairfield with a couple of scoring chances there, but the ref's going to blow the play dead. I believe the net had come off its mooring.
Come on, guys, let's finish.
So Vartanian's going to skate off the ice here after taking a blow by a shot, I believe by Klingenstein. Here comes Yale. Schwartz has got to get it there to the corner first. Does. Schwartz with some skating room. Tries to get it out, but the Yale player with the steal throws it back in the zone. There's O'Neill along the boards. Puck pinned. O'Neill comes up with it. Reverses course, and Ruff is there. Ruff surveys. Over to O'Neill. Over to Hanna. Hanna now into the Yale zone. Leaves it for Heckel. Heckel out in front. Oh, unable to hit the net. Shores pinches in. Leaves it for Hanna. And the puck out of the Yale zone. O'Neill retreats. O'Neill turns it over, but unable to get a stick on it. Here comes Heckel into the Yale zone. Heckel gets by one player, loses the handle. Heckel looks to get things set up here. Heckel looking for someone to pass to. Mid-Fairfield with a win. Here comes Ruff out there with the puck. Back with the puck. Leaves it for Johnston. Nice play by Yoon to keep the puck in. Mid-Fairfield forces it back into the Yale zone. Puck turned over. And here comes Yale finally. Feathers it out. Out in front of Feach! And they get it by Feach over his shoulder. So we're all tied up here, 2 apiece.
Let's go, MF!
So, try to reload here. Scranton and Carre. Puck now behind Feach is Zoo. Turned over to Yale. And here comes Scranton. Long pass to Johnston. Back out to Schwartz, who pinches in. Shot off the goalie's pad. Johnston comes in, taps back to Scranton. Scranton up with a puck. Scranton still with the puck out in front. Tries to get it to Schwartz. Scranton still with the puck. Schwartz now taps it in. Can't hit the net. And Yale just throws it the length of the ice, rolling puck. And that's going to be an icing. So 5:54 left. We're all tied up here, 2 apiece. So win by Malefus, out to O'Neill, shot that's blockered up into the glass, but turned over into the neutral zone. Yoon is forced to retreat. Yoon leaves it for Malefus, who taps it off the glass to Lutke, leaves it for Malefus. Malefus gets by the defenseman. Oh, just unable to hit the net. O'Neill pinches in, taps it back towards the goalkeeper, out in front, it's loose. And the Yale goalkeeper is able to secure it once again, and 5:26 left. We're all tied up 2 apiece. So Hannah at the face-off. He's got Heckel out there with Ruff. Zoo able to keep it in. Puck just thrown out the length of the ice. And that's going to be an icing. So coach will go with the same group here. So Hannah at the center. Heckel trying to cheat in. Heckel with a shot, and it's off of one of the Yale players. Ruff gives chase over to the corner. Bounding puck, fighting for possession. Ruff tries to keep it in, but only Yale players there to collect. And there's going to be an offside on Yale. 4:57 left. So win by Mid-Fairfield. Ruff collects, throws it over to Yoon. Yoon over to Schwartz, who's got some skating room. Schwartz dumps into the Yale zone. Heckel gets there first with the Yale player, over to Ruff. Over to Yoon. Yoon fires a shot, unable to hit the net. Nice play by Leo Yoon to deny that pass. Heckel now. Over to Ruff. Over to Hannah. Hannah now tries to split the seam, loses the handle. Hannah now, he's looking for Heckel, unable to get a pass over there, but Schwartz is able to tap back into Heckel. Heckel now loose with a puck. Heckel leaves it for Hannah, but it's turned over. Oh, steal by Scranton. Now who gets by one defenseman? Scranton with a shot. Saved by the Yale goalkeeper. Johnston now. Nice place by Zoo for the steal, but Yale comes back up with it. By the Mid-Fairfield defenseman, loose out front, but Scranton able to collect. Turned over by mid-Fairfield, but Scranton there to pick up the pass. Long pass out to Johnston, who leaves it for Correa. Correa now loose with the puck on the side of the goalkeeper, and he's able to secure it. Exactly 3 minutes left to play. So Malefis out at center. He's got Heckel directly behind him. He's got Beck out there with him with Ludke and Schwarz. Win by mid-Fairfield out to Heckel. Heckel surveys, gets it to Malefis, over to Ludke. They're trying to give and go pass. Yale doing a good job to deny. Ludke back up with the puck. Ludke trying to get free to pass the puck. Shot off the blocker and turned over back to Yale. Nice play by Heckel to deny. Yale putting 2 and 3 guys on each puck. Saved by Faitch. Heckel now up with the puck. Tries to get it to Beck. Strange angle there. Yale back up with it on the side of Faitch. Just a strange angle to Malefis. Ludke now up with it. Schwarz able to keep it in. Schwarz with a shot off a couple of players, loose out front. Schwarz pinches in. Puck behind the Yale goalkeeper. Long shot, and there's going to be an icing on Yale. So 1:36 left. So Ruff and Hanna are out there with Scranton, Zoo, and Klingenstein. So win by mid-Fairfield. Shot off the Yale goalkeeper. Ruff now up with the puck, slides it out to Klingenstein. Klingenstein with a big shot on the ice. And it's up into the netting off a stick. 1:24 left in the third period. We're all tied up here. Scranton at the face-off. He's got Hanna behind him. Win by Yale behind their own net. Oh, beautiful play by Malefis. Yale looked like they were going to have a scoring opportunity. Mid-Fairfield looks to get set up here. Cross ice to Heckel, over to Hanna. Hanna circles back. Over to Malefis, over to Heckel, who pitches in. Off the goalie's blocker, I believe. Kept in by Scranton, but turned back over to Yale. Yale trying the home run pass. Mid-Fairfield now with the puck, leaves it for Ludke. Ludke loses the handle out in front. Loose puck. So Yale trying, looks like they were trying to cherry pick by the mid-Fairfield blue line, and it almost worked. So 36 seconds left. Scranton at the face-off. He's got Heckel behind him with Ruff out there. And Ludke. Malefis out there. So puck still loose, battling for possession. Heckel now swats it over. Puck is loose. Heckel now tries to get it, unable to keep it in the zone. 20 seconds left. Cross ice. Hannah now up with it. Hannah gets loose for a second. Ruff with a nice backwards pass, unable to do so. And Yale's just going to pin it there. Out in front. Malefus. And that's it. So we're going to end here at 2 apiece. And that's it, folks. We will see you this afternoon.